Act 2, Scene 1. Antonio and Sebastian enter.
You won't stay any longer, and you don't want to come with you?
No, I'd rather you stayed here. My luck is pretty bad right now, and it might rub off on you, so just let me say goodbye and face the bad stuff alone. Otherwise, I wouldn't be thanking you very well for all you've done for me.
At least tell me where you're going.
Honestly, I can't. I'm just wandering with no particular destination. But I know you never force me to tell you things I don't want to, so I should be polite and tell you what I can. My name's Sebastian, though I've been calling myself Rodrigo. My father was Sebastian of Messaline. I know you've heard of him. He's dead now. He left behind myself and my twin sister, who was born in the same hour as me. If God has been willing, I wish we had died in the same hour too, but you kept that from happening. An hour before you pulled me out of the breaking waves, my sister drowned.
How tragic.
Although many people said she looked like me, she was considered beautiful. And though I can't believe everything people said about her beauty, I'll be so bold as to say she had a beautiful mind. Even those who were jealous of her would have to admit that. She's been drowned in the salty sea, and now my salty tears are about to drown her memory all over again.
I'm sorry I wasn't a better host for you, sir.
Oh, Antonio, I'm sorry I caused you so much trouble.
I care about you a lot. Please let me be your servant so I can be there with you. You're killing me if you don't.
If you don't want to break my heart, then say goodbye to me right now. I like you very much. I'm really about to cry, just like my mother would do. I'm going to Count Orsino's court. Goodbye.
Sebastian exits.
I wish you all the best. If I didn't have so many enemies in Orsino's court, I'd go join you there. But who cares? I'm so crazy about you that danger doesn't bother me. I'll go anyways.
Antonio exits. Act 2, Scene 2. Viola enters with Malvolio following.
Excuse me, weren't you with Countess Olivia just now?
Yes, sir. I've only made it this far since I left her place, walking at a moderate pace.
She's sending this ring back to you, sir. You should have saved me some trouble and taken it away yourself. She wants you to make it very clear to your lord that she wants nothing to do with him, and that you should never come again on his behalf unless you want to come back to tell her how you reacted to the bad news. Here, take the ring.
She took that ring from me. I won't take it back.
You threw it at her rudely, and she wants you to take it back. If it's worth bending over to pick up, there it is on the ground where you can see it. If not, whoever finds it can have it.
Malvolio exits.
I didn't give her any ring. What is she trying to say? I hope she doesn't have a crush on me. It's true she looks at me a lot. In fact, she looks at me so much she seems distracted and couldn't really finish her sentences very well. I really think she loves me. She sent this rude messenger to tell me to come back instead of coming herself, which was very indiscreet. She doesn't want Osiris's ring. Osiris never sent her a ring. If the man she wants, that's true, which it is, she might as well be in love with the dream. The poor lady. Now I understand why it's bad to wear disguises. Disguises help the devil do his work. It's so easy for a good-looking but deceitful man to make women fall in love with him. It's not our fault. We women are weak. We can't help what we're made of. And how this will turn out. My lord loves her, and poor me. I love him just as much, and she deluded enough to be in love with me. What can possibly fix this situation? I'm pretending to be a man, so my love for the Duke is hopeless, and since I'm a woman, too bad. I'm a woman. Olivia's love for me is hopeless as well. Oh, only time can sort out this mess. I can't figure it out by myself.
Viola exits. Act 2, Scene 3. Sir Toby and Sir Andrew enter.
Come on, Sir Andrew. If we're still awake after midnight, then we're up early in the morning, and the doctors say it's healthy to get up early.
I don't know what the doctors say. All I know is that staying up late is staying up late.
A false conclusion. I hate your logic as much as I hate an empty drinking cup. Staying up after midnight means that you go to bed after midnight in the wee hours of the morning, which is early. So it's like going to bed early, isn't it? Isn't everybody made up to the four elements: water, earth, water, fire, and air?
That's what they say, but I think life consists of food and booze.
You're a smart guy, so we should eat and drink. Maria, bring us some wine.
The fool enters.
Look, here comes the fool. Hello, my friends. What a pretty picture. 3 fools all together.
Hello, you idiot. Sing us a song.
I swear this fool has an excellent singing voice. I'd give 40 shillings to have his nice legs and his beautiful voice. Fool, you were very funny last night talking that astrological nonsense about Romagmentus and the Vipins passing the equipment of Cubas. Very amusing. I sent you some money to spend on your girlfriend. Did you get it?
I gave your little present to my girlfriend because you can't get a grip on Malvolio's nose to whip your horse with it. My girlfriend has beautiful white hands and great warriors aren't mom and pop diners, you know.
Haha, I love it when you talk nonsense. That's what fools should do. Come on now, sing for us.
Yes, come on. Here's 6 pence for you. Let's hear a song.
Here's something for me too. If one night gives...
Would you rather hear a love song or a song about the good life?
A love song.
Yes, I'm not interested in being good.
Oh, my lover, where are you roaming? Stay and listen. Your true love's coming, the one who can sing both high and low. Don't roam any further, pretty darling. Your journey ends when you meet a lover, as every wise man's son knows.
That was excellent, really excellent.
Good, very good.
What is love? It isn't in the future. When you're having fun now, you're laughing right now. The future's unsure, and there's no reason to waste time. Come kiss me. Well, you're 20. You won't be young forever.
A beautiful voice, I swear.
His breath stinks.
Yes, it stinks very sweetly.
If we could listen to him with our noses, we would definitely say he stinks very sweetly. So what do you say? Should we sing loud enough to shake the heavens? Should we sing around to wake up the night owl? Should we do that?
Let's go for it. I'm a very good singer and can sing rounds like a dog.
Then you'll be good at catchy tunes. Dogs like to play catch.
Absolutely. Let's dance to you, you jerk.
You mean shut up, you jerk? That's the song where the singers call each other jerks, right? So I'll be forced to call you a jerk, Sir Andrew.
It won't be the first time someone was forced to call me that. You start, fool. It starts, shut up.
I'll never be able to start if I shut up.
That's true, but come on, start.
They sing. Maria enters.
You're making a terrible racket out here. Lady Olivia told her servant Malvolio to kick you out of the house. I swear it's true.
Lady Olivia can go to China for all I care. We're very smart guys, and Malvolio, little Bo Peep. We're just having some fun. Aren't I her relative after all? Aren't we related? Fiddle-dee-dee, lady. There lived a man in the Balon. Lady.
Gosh, the knight's very good at acting like a fool.
Yes, he's good at it when he's in the mood, and so am I. He's practiced more, but it comes more naturally to me.
On the 12th day of December.
For God's sake, shut up!
Malvolio enters.
Are you all crazy? What's wrong with you? Are you making all this noise at this time of night because you have no manners or because you're just stupid? Are you trying to turn my mistress' house into a noisy bar? Is that why you're squealing out these ridiculous, vulgar songs without lowering your voices at all? Don't you have any respect for anything?
We respected the beat of the song, sir, so shut up.
Sir Toby, I've got to be frank with you. My lady told me to tell you that while she lets you stay here at her house because you're a relative, she doesn't approve of your behavior. If you can shape up, you're welcome to stay in the house. If you can't and you would prefer to leave, she's very willing to say goodbye to you.
Good night, sweetheart. I'm going to leave you now.
No, good Sir Toby.
You can tell from his eyes that his life is almost over.
Is this how it's going to be?
But I will never die.
Sir Toby, that's a lie.
This behavior really makes you look great.
Should I tell him to go?
What if you do?
Should I tell him to go and be harsh with him?
Oh, no. Don't you dare.
That's out of tune, sir. You lie. You're nothing more than a servant here. Do you think that just because you're a goody two-shoes, no one else can enjoy himself?
They certainly will. They'll have double helpings too.
You're right. Go polish your steward chain. Sir, Maria, bring us some wine.
Miss Mary, if you cared what Lady Olivia thinks about you at all, you wouldn't contribute to this rude behavior. I assure you, she'll find out about this.
Malvolio exits.
Go and wiggle your ears.
There's nothing I'd love more than to make a fool out of that guy somehow. I could challenge him to a duel and then not show up. That would do the trick.
Do that. I'll write a letter challenging him to a duel on your behalf, or I'll deliver your insults to his face.
Dear Sir Toby, don't do anything rash tonight. Ever since the Duke's messenger visited Olivia, she's been upset. As for Monsieur Malvolio, let me take care of him. I'll make a big fool out of him, just trust me. I'll make him famous for his stupidity. Everyone will laugh at him. I know I can do it.
Tell us something about him. Come on, tell us something.
Well, sometimes he acts like a goody two-shoes.
Oh, I'll beat him up for that.
You're gonna beat him up for being good, and what's your saying, and what's your brilliant reason for that, please?
I don't have any brilliant reasons for it, but I have a good enough reason.
He isn't really that pure and good. He's just a conceited flatterer. He's a pretentious guy who aspires to speak and act like nobility. He's proud and he thinks he's so stuffed full of wonderful qualities that everyone loves him. That's the weakness. I'll use to get revenge on him.
What are you going to do?
I'll drop some mysterious love letters in his path. He'll think they're addressed to him because they'll describe the color of his beard, the shape of his legs, the way he walks, and the expression on his face. I can make my handwriting look like Lady Olivia's. She and I can't tell the difference between each other's handwritings.
Excellent. Sounds like you've got the trick in mind.
I like it too.
He'll think these letters are from Olivia, and she's in love with him.
Yes, that's the idea.
He's going to look like a total idiot.
Absolutely, you idiot.
This is going to be great.
It's going to be fun, I promise. I know the medicine will work on him. I'll have to hide in the fool too, right where he'll find the letter. Watch his reaction. Meanwhile, let's go to bed and dream about this. Good night.
Maria exits.
Good night, you amazing woman, you.
She's a fine woman, all right.
She's a good little woman. She adores me. What about it?
Someone adored me once, too.
Let's go to bed. Night. Tomorrow you need to get more money sent to you.
If I can persuade your niece to marry me, I'm going to be in some serious financial trouble.
Get your hands on some money and everything will be all right. I know you'll win her over Olivia in the end.
I know I will, too, if it's the last thing I do.
Come on. I'll go warm up a nice glass of sherry for us. It's too late to go to bed now. Come on. My friend, come on.
They exit. Act 2, Scene 4. Orsino, Viola, Curio, and others enter.
Play me some music. Good morning, my friends. Have them sing me that song again, Cesario. That old-fashioned song someone sang last night. It made me feel better and took my mind off my troubles much better than the silly songs they sing nowadays. Please, have them sing just one verse.
Sir, the person who should sing that song isn't here.
Who was it?
Best, the jester, my lord. Olivia's father used to like him. He's somewhere else in the house.
Then go find him. Meanwhile, play the tune.
Curio exits. Music plays.
Come here, boy. If you ever fall in love and feel the bittersweet pain it brings, think of me. Because the way I am now, moody and unable to focus on anything except the face of the woman I love, is exactly how all true lovers are. What do you think of this song?
It really makes you feel what a lover feels.
You're absolutely right. I'd bet my life that as young as you are, you've fallen in love with someone, haven't you, boy?
A little bit.
What kind of woman is she?
She's a lot like you.
She's not good enough for you then. How old is she?
About as old as you are, my lord.
That's definitely too old. A woman should always pick an older man. That way she'll adjust herself to what her husband wants, and the husband will be happy and faithful to her. Because however much we like to brag, boy, the truth is that we men change our minds a lot more than women do, and our desires come and go a lot faster than theirs.
I think you're right, sir.
So find someone younger to love, or you won't be able to maintain your feelings. Women are like roses. The moment their beauty is in full bloom, it's about to decay.
That's true. It's too bad their beauty fades right when it reaches perfection.
Curio and the fool enter.
My friend, sing us the song you sang last night. Listen to it carefully, Caesarea. It's a simple old song. Spinners and knitters used to sing it while they sewed, and maidens used to sing it over their weaving. It tells the simple truth about innocent love, as it was in the good old days.
Are you ready, sir?
Yes, please sing.
Music plays.
Come on, let me die now and put my body in a dark coffin. I feel my breath leaving me. I've been killed by a beautiful girl. Prepare my shroud of white, adorned with sprigs of yew tree. I'm the most faithful person who ever lived or died. Don't scatter sweet flowers on my black coffin. Don't let my friends see my poor corpse. I don't want to hear sad sighs, so bury me where no sad lovers can find my grave to weep over it.
Here's some money for your trouble.
No trouble, sir. I like singing.
Then I'll pay you for doing what you like.
Well, in that case, all right. We all pay for what we like, sooner or later.
You may leave.
I'll pray for the god of sadness to protect you, sir. And I hope your tailor will make you an outfit out of fabric that changes color, because your mind is like an opal that changes colors constantly. Men as wonderfully changeable as you are should all go drifting on the sea, where they can do whatever comes their way and go wherever the current takes them. Those are the men whose trips are always successful. Goodbye.
The fool exits.
All the rest of you can leave too.
Cesario, go visit that cruel Olivia one more time. Tell her my love is purer than anything else in the whole world, and has nothing to do with her property. The wealth she's inherited isn't what makes me value her. It's her rich, jewel-like beauty that attracts me.
But if she can't love you, sir?
I refuse to accept that.
But you have to. Just imagine some lady might exist who loves you as powerful and agonizing as you love Olivia, but you can't love her and you tell her so. Should she just accept that?
No woman is strong enough to put up with the kind of intense passion I feel. No woman's heart is big enough to hold all my love. Women don't feel love like that. Love is as shallow as appetite for them. It has nothing to do with their hearts, just their sense of taste. They eat too much and get indigestion and nausea, but my love's different. It's all-consuming and insatiable as the sea, and it can't swallow as much as the sea can. Don't compare a woman's love for a man with my love for Olivia.
Yes, but I know.
What do you know?
I know a lot about the love women can feel for men. Actually, their hearts are sensitive and loyal as ours are. My father had a daughter who loved a man in the same way that I might love you if I were a woman.
And what's her story?
There was no story, my lord. She never told me she loved him. She just kept her love bottled up inside her until it destroyed her, ruining her beauty. She pinned away. She just sat waiting patiently, sadly smiling despite her sadness. Her complexion turned greenish from depression. Doesn't that sound like true love? We men might talk more and promise more, but in fact, we talk more than we really feel. We might be great at making vows, but our love isn't sincere.
But did your sister die of love?
I am the only daughter in my father's family, and all the brothers too, but I'm not completely sure about that. Anyway, sir, should I go see the lady?
Yes, go quickly and give her this jewel. Tell her my love won't go away and won't be denied.
They exit. Act 2, Scene 5. Sir Toby, Sir Andrew, and Fabian enter.
Come along with us, Fabian.
I'm coming, don't worry. If I miss this, let me be boiled alive.
Won't you be glad to see that rascal dog humiliated?
I'll be thrilled, you know. He got me in trouble with the lady of the house once when I arranged a bear baiting here.
We'll have another bear baiting just to make him angry, and we'll mock him till he's black and blue, won't we, Sir Andrew?
If we don't, I'll be the biggest disappointment of our lives.
Here comes the little villain herself.
Maria enters.
Hide behind the boxwood hedge, all three of you. Malvolio's coming down the path. He's been over there practicing how to act for the past half hour. Watch him carefully if you want to have some fun, guys. This letter's going to turn him into a starry-eyed idiot. Now hide, for God's sake.
They all hide.
Now you lie there on the path. Here comes the fish that's going to gobble up our
Maria exits. Malvolio enters.
It's all luck. Everything's luck. Maria once told me Olivia was fond of me. I almost heard Olivia say that herself. She said if she were interested in someone, it would be someone who looked like me. Besides, she treats me more respectfully than the other servants. That's the obvious conclusion from that.
What an egomaniac.
When he's alone with his thoughts, he's even more like the haughty peacock. Watch him strut. I swear I'd like to beat the jerk so hard.
Be quiet.
Just think, I could be Count Marvolio.
What a jerk.
Shoot him. Just shoot him.
After all, it wouldn't be the first time that kind of thing has happened. Lady Strachey married her wardrobe manager.
Damn him, the arrogant fool.
We've got him right where we want him. He's on a big ego trip.
Just think of me, having been married to her for 3 months, sitting around majestically.
If only I had a slingshot so I could hit him in the eye.
Calling my servants together, wearing an embroidered robe, having to just come from a couch where I've left Olivia sleeping.
That does it.
Oh, be quiet. Be quiet.
Then I'd put on a low-key and exiled expression. I look around the room calmly, then tell them that I know my place and I'd like them to know theirs. Then I tell them to go find my cousin Toby.
That really does it.
Oh, quiet, quiet. Please, please.
I'd send 7 of my servants to go get him while I waited. I'd frown impatiently and perhaps wind my watch or play with some expensive piece of jewelry I happened to be wearing. Toby would approach me, he'd bow to me.
Are we gonna let this guy live?
Yes, we have to be quiet, even if it's torture.
I reached out my hand to him like this, giving him a stern look instead of my usual friendly smile.
And then, doesn't Toby punch you in his mouth?
And I'd say to him, Cousin Toby, since I've been lucky enough to marry your niece, I have the right to say a few things to you.
Oh yeah, like what?
You must stop being such a drunk.
Get out of here, you scab.
No, be quiet or we'll screw up the joke.
And you're wasting your time with that foolish knight?
That's me, I bet.
That's Sir Andrew.
I knew he was talking about me. A lot of people call me foolish.
What's this?
He's taking the bait.
Shh, I hope you read it out loud to make it funnier.
My goodness, this is my lady's handwriting. These are her C's, her U's, and her T's. And that's how she makes her big P's. It's definitely her handwriting, no doubt about it.
Her C's, her U's, and her T's? Why focus on that?
To my dear beloved who doesn't know I love him, I send you this letter with all my heart. That's exactly how she talks. Excuse me, sealing wax. Wait, this is the stamp my lady seals her letters with. It has a picture of Lucrece on it. This letter is from Olivia. Who is it written to?
This'll get him.
God knows I love someone, but who? I can't let my lips say his name. No man must know. No man must know what comes after that. Look, the meter changes in her poem. No man must know. What if this someone were you, Marvolio?
Go hang yourself, you stinking badger.
I may order the one I love, but silence, like a knife, cuts open my heart with strokes that draw no blood. M-O-A-I rules my life.
What a pretentious riddle.
That Maria has outdone herself.
M-O-A-I rules my life. Let me see.
What a dish of poison she's mixed for him.
And look how willingly he's taking the bait.
I may command the one I love. Well, she commands me. I'm her servant. She's my boss. Why? Anyone can see what this means. There's no ambiguity here but the end. What do those letters mean? If only I could somehow relate them to me. M-O-A-I.
Oh, bad dog. He's losing the scent.
He'll find it again, no matter how much it stinks.
M. Marvolio M-Y. That's the first letter in my name.
Didn't I tell you he'd figure it out? This dog's excellent at following false leads.
M. But then the next letter isn't the same. A. should be next, but instead O comes next.
And an O, like a noose, will end this, I hope.
Yeah, or I'll beat him up and make him yell, oh.
And then the I comes next.
If you had an eye in the back of your head, you'd see trouble behind you.
MOAI. This code's not as easy to crack as the other ones, but if I shake it up a little, it'll work, because every one of those letters in my name. But wait, there's some pros after her poem. If this letter falls into your hands, think carefully about what it says. By my birth I rank above you. Don't be afraid of my greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and you have some greatness thrust upon them. Your fate awaits you, accept it in your body and spirit. To get used to the life you most likely be leading soon, to get rid of your low-class trappings, show some eagerness for the new upcycled life that's waiting for you. Argue with a relative like a noble man and be rude to servants. Talk about politics and affairs of state and act free and independent. The woman who advised you to do this loves you. Remember the woman who complimented you on your yellow stockings and said she always wanted to see you with them. Crisscrossing laces going up your legs, remember her. Go ahead, a happy new life is there if you want it. If you don't want it, just keep acting like a lowly servant who's not brave enough to grab the happiness there before him. Goodbye, signed, she who would be your servant, a fortunate, unhappy. This is as clear as sunlight in an open field. I'll do it. I'll be vain and proud. I'll read up on politics. I'll insult Sir Toby. I'll get rid of my lower class friends, and I'll be the perfect man for her. I know I'm not fooling myself or letting myself get carried away by imagination, because every clue points to the fact that Lady Olivia loves me. She did compliment me on my yellow stockings recently, and she said she liked how the crisscrosses laces looked on my leg. That's her way of saying she loves me. Oh, I thank my luck stars. I'm so happy. For her, I'll be strange and conceited, and I'll put on my yellow stockings and crisscross laces right away. Thank God for my horoscope. Here's a postscript. You must have figured out who I am. If you love me, let me know by smiling at me. You're so attractive when you smile. Please smile whenever you're near me, my dearest darling. Dear God, thank you. I'll do everything she wants me to do.
Malvolio exits.
I wouldn't have missed this even for a pension of thousands of pounds to be paid by the Shah of Persia.
I could marry that Maria for thinking this up.
So could I.
And I wouldn't ask for any dowry except for her to play another trick like this one.
Neither would I.
Maria enters.
Here she comes, the brilliant fool catcher.
May I kiss your feet?
And I too?
Shall I be your slave?
Me too.
You made him so delusional. He'll go crazy when he learns the truth.
Did it really work?
Like medicine for a sick man.
If you want to really have some fun, watch him next time he's near Lady Olivia. He'll show up in yellow stockings, she hates yellow, and with laces crisscrossing up his legs. She hates that style of dress. And he'll smile, which will go completely against her mood, since she's addicted to sadness now. She'll definitely get upset with him. If you want to watch, follow me.
I'd follow you to the gates of hell, you sneaky little devil.
I'll come too.
They all exit.